One-time bus driver Alexandre Trajano was one of Brazil's 12 million unemployed. That is until the soaring death toll caused by the coronavirus pandemic landed him a job as a gravedigger at the São Gonçalo Cemetery on the outskirts of Rio de Janeiro.
We had to recruit 30 undertakers to cope with the growing amount of burials and build a separate area just for infected bodies.
Alexandre works in the COVID-19 sector, designed especially for the victims of the virus.
The most painful part is witnessing the farewell, which is different from any other. People want to say goodbye to their loved ones, but we can't allow them to get near.
Brazil's COVID death toll keeps growing, in part because the government is encouraging Brazilians not to stay home while failing to take measures to stop the virus from reaching even remote parts of the Amazon. Despite evidence to the contrary, President Jair Bolsonaro continues questioning the seriousness of the pandemic and scorns WHO guidelines, such as the need for widespread testing and using face masks. As a result, many here are skeptical about the official number of deaths, like DILON, who does her morning exercises in front of the emblematic Maracanã football stadium, now converted into a field hospital.
I never saw anyone coming in or out of this hospital, so I don't know if this story was made up, or if politicians have just been using the pandemic to steal money.
This is one of the 5 field hospitals of Rio de Janeiro that are being dismantled. Some of them were not even completed. The state health secretary and his deputy are in jail for allegedly misusing the funds that were given to fight the COVID-19 pandemic, and the governor is about to be impeached on corruption charges. Back at the cemetery, 53-year-old Moisés Americano is about to be buried. His family is obliged to stay far away, almost unable to see the casket being sealed off.
Unfortunately, my brother-in-law has just become one more statistic, buried in a 5-minute ceremony. The anonymity gives the false impression that nothing is going on, but I think the real numbers of deaths are even higher than the official statistic.
And although the president and a third of his cabinet have tested positive for coronavirus, critics say a deadly combination of corruption and a refusal to confront the pandemic head-on will continue filling Brazil's graveyards. Yanakiev, Al Jazeera, Rio de Janeiro.